Hello, my name is Ty Gavin. I have a fun use case for you today with Telium's Universal Data Hub and Slack using Telium's Advanced Webhook. A quick introduction, my name is Ty Gavin. I'm the VP of Software Development on the integrations team at Telium. And I've written a few blog posts on Telium.com. You should check them out. Maybe put a bookmark like I have here that goes directly to the blog page. So if you look at which ones I've written here, there's one on today's topic, which is the advanced webhook and integration with Slack. There's other ones that I've written in the past. What I want to do is keep track of visitors who read my blog posts, and if someone reads 3 in the same visit, I'd like to be notified. I'd like a direct Slack message sent directly to me, so I can keep track of people who are reading 3 blog posts in the same visit, just because I can. If you want to see a step-by-step walkthrough, and I'm reading one right now, of what I'm about to talk about in this video, you can go to my blog post and it walks you through troubleshooting, configuration. This is on Telium.com. So that's one blog post I've read today in this visit in my Firefox browser. If I look for a few more by the same author, let's read this one here. And Telium is implemented on this page, and I can see what's in the data layer. And I'll note that this data layer is very robust, lots of cookies it's picking up. I also have a post author, Ty Gavin, in the data layer. So Telium will collect that information, send it along to Universal Data Hub, and I've configured in Universal Data Hub an enrichment that keeps track of the number of blog posts read in a visit. So there's the rule. If the post author equals Ty Gavin, increment this attribute by exactly 1. Then when that person has viewed more than 2, when that number hits more than 2, that attribute, they will join this audience defined and named Ty 3 blog post viewer. And when that happens, I will get a Slack message. So let's go back to my Firefox browser and read one more and see what happens. And this is the third one in my visit, and you'll notice I just received the thumbs up directly from Slack, which lists the blog posts I read in that visit. And that's just kind of fun. So you can probably think of another real-world use case for your site. Let me show you a little more on the details and configuration. So if somebody's doing something important on your website, Telium is automatically collecting that data. You just have to define your audience in Universal Data Hub and then configure your connector, this new webhook that sends the data to Slack. And I had to do a little bit of research on figuring how Slack worked. I read some of their documentation, and they have a very nice little JSON formatted way to send a message, simple string message, and you can specify additional things in that message, like an emoji, the username that it came from, and then the actual test. So this very simple JSON is what I'm sending in Telium's webhook via post. Here's the endpoint that Slack gave me when I set it up. It says this endpoint is configured to send the message just to me, not to everyone. It's going to send JSON. And these are the templating features, so you can define a very custom JSON that you send, and you'll look at here, and I can expand this a little bit. You'll see I'm using a webhook bot as the username, and my text is dynamic, so it's not just a static string blog post viewed, but includes the 3 titles in that visit, and the +1 is the thumbs up icon. So I'm mapping that list of blog titles to this new thing I've named titles, and then I reference in the template titles 0, titles 1, and titles 2. So in programming you start with 0 typically. So 0, 1, and 2 are the three blog titles that someone's read. I'm keeping track of them here and mapping to that variable I use in my template. So the template format uses a standard kind of handlebars way of doing substitutions. The programmers will know the \n is a new line, so that's why you see 3 entries here with a new line separating them. And there's a hyphen before each entry there, so I can see like a bulleted list. You will have to read up on the documentation to understand how to build these templates. Here's a good example of a very simple one. You can build very complex ones. Telium does provide documentation in our community, so you can click on these right inside the webhook configuration and read about how you might set yours up. There's also some advanced use cases down here towards the bottom on some other specific vendors to provide you a bunch of samples. Request bin is one of many tools out there that allow you to create a server-side kind of inspection endpoint to see if your data is coming across, and you could use this to troubleshoot before you even set it up with Slack. Just see how the data looks and how it comes across. Is it coming across at the right time? Thanks for watching. Again, if you have any other questions, take a look at that blog post.